I'm Devin Feely. We're here from KSBW. That's a local NBC station here in Salinas and Monterey. And we saw the article that was in our local newspaper, the Monterey County Herald, today. And we saw the photograph that was in there, I think, along the rec trail in Pacific Grove. And it very much caught our attention. And we thought, this would be kind of an interesting story to do because it touches on so many different things, artistic, and then there's, I guess, some commercial and business aspects to it. And it just seems, I think even the little part of us that's kind of a kid likes to fly kites.
Sure.
And so we just thought we'd come out and see what it's all about today.
Great.
Channel 8 put together an almost 3-minute segment for their evening news, and CNN picked it up nationally. Here's the local version of the report.
Kite enthusiasts from around the world are on the peninsula this week for some high-flying fun. They are on the Central Coast for a first-of-its-kind kite aerial photography conference at Asilomar in Pacific Grove. Aerial photography can be serious business as well. It has been used to document everything from crime scenes to archaeological sites. Action News reporter Devin Feely joins us from Monterey with more. Devin?
Well, Aaron, everyone has flown a kite sometime in their life and probably looked up and thought to yourself, I wonder what the world looks like from up there. Well, therein lies both the appeal and the practical applications of kite aerial photography. A snapshot from the skies. Photos from a bird's eye perspective. That's uniquely what kite aerial photography can offer.
I like to say anything that will fill the gap between the top of a stepladder and the bottom of an airplane is fair game for kite aerial photography. Perfect wind. God.
Yeah.
Where have you been all week?
And kite enthusiast and amateur photographer Brooks Leffler should know. He organized this week's conference on aerial photography in Pacific Grove.
There's a desperate need for people to talk to each other about how they do their craft.
Okay, it says lay one of two pieces of number 14, but I only have one piece.
Using Leffler's garage as a workshop, nearly a dozen people exchanged ideas and assembled their own kite-mounted camera setups this morning.
Okay. We have people from 10 countries and 17 states, but they usually work by themselves. And there's a lot of reinvention of the wheel going on.
The basic setup, a camera suspended from a kite string with a remote control that pans and tilts to frame the photo, has a number of real-world applications. Alan Haberman uses kite photography in archaeological digs in Peru. He says it's cheaper than photographing the site from a plane and faster than surveying it from the ground.
We can go out and survey a whole archaeological site. If the weather conditions are right, we can do it in one afternoon. When you scan them in, there's software that will actually draw contour maps and topographical maps.
And tilting up.
And it's those real-world applications that have transformed a child's hobby into a high-tech tool. The first kite aerial photographs were taken in the late 1800s near the turn of the century. Obviously, both the craft and the technology have improved a lot since that time. A fairly sophisticated setup, Aaron, will cost you upwards of $1,000, but the beginning models do come much cheaper. Back to you.
All right, Devin, thank you. This is the first kite photography conference to be held in the United States. Conference wraps up on Friday.